all this parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Yeah, we like, your girl has been calling for days. I get that they know different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive. Just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're going to look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's taken on the 25. 35 5 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
18. Lock in.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Onto the field now come the Bears. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
18. Gotta go. Lock in.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
18. Move. 18. gotta go, gotta go.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Gotta go, gotta go. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Come on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Move.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Hey, 18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
Move.
Again, it's Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now come the Lions. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Wiggles free, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Gotta go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football. A first carry now for Alex Collins. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. Oh, look at that. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Lock in.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Gotta go.
On first down, they run with Howard. Able to spin free. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Bridgewater on first down. Flipping left sideline is complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. Bridgewater again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll give to the fullback on the dive.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see a left.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Red, up. 18. Move.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Move.
Here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And an alley to run. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
12 yards there as they move the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Gotta go.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and goal, Collins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play action here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Red, up. Lock in. Gotta go.
Second and 10 now, it's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go. Lock in.
On second down, Trubisky. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Penny on the counter. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Let's go. Hey, gotta go.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hurry, hurry. Lock in, lock in.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And that'll make it 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The pitch goes to Penny. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Gotta go.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend the lead out to 24. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire this thing deep right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bridgewater now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Gotta go. Hey, 18. Hey, 18. Hey, 18.
On 1st down, Trubisky forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He sets to fire deep. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again. And now it's blocked. And all the defense has it. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Ready. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Second down, Bridgewater. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Lions on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Play fake. Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern, maybe some ball.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Penny. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Blue. Hey, 18. Blue.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. He'll get it up the middle. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a solid pickup, 8 yards, but work still to do now on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
4 down.
They run with Collins. 6 yards puts them right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
This has not been a banner game for the defense, not in any shape or form, but I love what they're doing right now. My admiration for them really is jumping up. What a great stand defensively, trying their best to keep them out of the end zone.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. On a handoff, this is Howard. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And on the ground they go with the running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That good for 19 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately,
oh, this is blocked. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A handoff to Penny. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
There we go. You see it? You see it? Man, up. We go. Let's go.
They go with Howard again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Let's go.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Here's a give to Penny, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, 18. Man, up. 58, Mike, 58. Hey, gotta go. Let's make these babies play.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.